Hey guys. Most countries have cool origin stories. Some countries have wars, some started independence movements, most of them were colonized by Britain. But not these guys. Let me introduce you to the Mexicas. So, the story goes that one day the Mexicas were wandering around and they saw an eagle with a snake in its mouth. And the Mexicas were like, oh cool. Oh shit! And apparently that was enough to make them settle down. Only one problem. The eagle was in the middle of a lake. But not to get distracted by the details, the Mexicas started building, and eventually founded what would later become Mexico. I mean, imagine if that happened in the US. Hey, so how did your country get founded? I mean, it was pretty simple. We just wandered around until we saw a bald eagle with an AK fly down and land on a box of Krispy Kremes, and we were just like, fuck it, this'll do. You're joking, right? Right? Now, let's turn to the other side of the world, where there are these two brothers, Czech and Lech. Now, they're living behind these mountains until Czech gets caught for some tomfoolery and hightails it like Saul Goodman at the end of Breaking Bad. And he takes his brother with him. So these two brothers are wandering around and they make it to the top of this mountain. And Czech looks around and is like, good enough. And he just settles down. That's the whole story. It kind of reminds me of Dora the Explorer. If Dora was an Eastern European criminal who went on the lam and founded the Czech Republic. I mean, I guess anything could be going on behind those eyes. And while we're on the topic of the Czech Republic, I'd like you to meet someone. You can come out now. Don't be shy. Meet Šivek. Think of him like the Statue of Liberty, or Uncle Sam. Probably safe to assume that Šivek is quite the noble guy, right? Absolutely not. He's just like Rambo, if Rambo wasn't deadly, didn't know what he was doing, and was accidentally fighting for the wrong side. I mean, this guy enlists in World War I, gets arrested once, gets transferred to an insane asylum, gets arrested a second time for accidentally being a spy, gets arrested again for causing a street fight, and then gets arrested a fourth time for being mistaken as a Russian soldier. And can you believe this guy got arrested almost as many times as my father? And can you believe the Czechs took this guy and said, yep, that's me. Anyways, let's take a look down here for a second and meet these two guys, Romulus and Remus. They're twins and they want to build a city, except they can't decide on which hill to build it on, or what to name it. So they argue for a while until Romulus just decides that he's going to start building a wall. And then this happens. Hey, Romulus. I don't want to hear it, Remus. Oh, come on, don't get your toga in a twist. I'm serious, Remus. Stop. Well, cry me an aqueduct then. Ugh, your jokes were never funny. Man, you just call him like you see him, huh? It's probably for the best that Remus died, though. Imagine if it was the Rheman Empire. Where art thou, Remio? All roads lead back to Rheims. It just doesn't work. You know what else doesn't work? My